Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be looking at how to add fractions together. So the question says simplify the following. So we are given 4 different questions to solve. But whenever you are given questions in fraction to solve, the first thing you need to do is observe the situation at the denominator. So these questions involve fractions and every fraction has denominator. So let's look at the first question. In the first question, you can observe that the two denominators are the same. So the way you're going to solve that fraction is going to be different from the rest. Over here, we see that the two denominators are different. But apart from the fact that the two denominators are different, these two denominators are less than 10. We should also take note of that. The next set of fractions, we have 7 and 14. 7 is less than 10, 14 is more than 10. But that is not what we are looking at for this particular question. What we are looking at is 7 is a factor of 14, or 14 is a multiple of 7. So when you have a situation where one denominator is a multiple of the other denominator, there's a way of solving it. And then finally, these two denominators, you can see that they are both more than 10, and also this denominator is not a factor of this other denominator. Neither is this denominator a multiple of this one. So each of these situations requires different way of solving it. So let's look at the first one. We have 5 all over 8 plus 2 all over 8. So whenever you have a question where the denominators are the same, your work is very simple. All you need to do is pick out one of the two denominators as your common denominator for your final answer. So this will mean our common denominator is going to be 8 because the two denominators are the same. Next, we use this denominator to divide this denominator and multiply by the numerator. 8 divided by 8 is going to give us 1, multiplied by 5 is going to give us 5, plus 8 divided by 8 is going to give us 1, and 1 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 2. So at the end of the day, for this particular question, 5 plus 2 is going to give us 7 all over 8. All over 8. Very simple. The next question we have number 2. 1 all over 3 multiplied by 3 all over 5. So when you have a situation like this, where the two denominators are different, but the two denominators are less than 10, all you simply need to do is multiply the two denominators to get your common denominator. So our common denominator is going to be 3 multiplied by 5, which is 15. And then you use this 15 to divide each of the denominators and multiply by numerators. So 15 divided by 3 gives you 5. 5 multiplied by 1 gives you 5. Plus 15 divided by 5 gives you 3. 3 multiplied by 3 gives you 9. So for this question, your final answer will be 4 plus 9 is 14. So we have 14 all over 15. That's good. Okay, let's look at the next one. In this particular one, which is the third one, the denominators are different. Plus. In this particular one, which is the third one, the denominators are different, and also one of the denominator is a multiple of the other. So we have 2 all over 7 plus 2 all over 14. So when you have a situation like this, where one denominator is a multiple of the other denominator, all you need to do is pick the bigger denominator as your common denominator. So this will be 14. Since 14 is a multiple of 7, so we pick 14 as our common denominator. Next, we use 14 to divide 7 and multiply by 2. So 14 divided by 7 gives us 2, multiplied by 2 gives us 4, plus 14 divided by 14 gives us 1, 1 multiplied by 2 gives us 2, so we have 2 here. Now we have 4 plus 2 giving us 6 all over 14. We can break this down further by dividing both sides by 2. So 6 divided by 2 gives us 3, and 14 divided by 2 gives us 7. So our final answer for this particular question is 3 all over 7. Let's look at the last one, the last situation. We have 8 all over 12 plus 5 all over 16. So in this situation, 12 and 16 are more than 10, Also, 16 is not a multiple of 12, so we cannot pick 16 as the common denominator. If you decide to multiply the two denominators, just as we did here, your value is going to be very large. So instead of multiplying the two denominators, you can just simply find the LCM of the two denominators and use the LCM as your common denominator. So let's get the LCM. 12, 16. What can divide both? We have 2, we have 6, and 8. 2 again, we have 3 and 4. 2 again, we have 3 and 2. 2 again, we have 3 and 1. And then 3, we have 1, 1. So the common denominator will be 3 multiplied by 2, 6, multiplied by 2, 12, multiplied by 2, 24, multiplied by 2, 48. So the common denominator here is 48, which is the LCM of 12 and 16. So 48. So now we can use 48 to divide 12 and multiply by 8. So 48 divided by 12 is going to give us 4. 4 multiplied by 8 is going to give us 32. Plus 48 divided by 16 is going to give us 3. 3 multiplied by 5 is going to give us 15. Now we can add the numerators together. 32 plus 15 is going to give us 47 all over 48. So this is a simple answer to this particular question. If we had decided to multiply 12 and 16, we would have gotten a denominator of 192, which will make our work a little bit more difficult. So if you have two denominators that are different, one not being the multiple of the other, instead of multiplying them, just simply find the LCM. But if the two denominators that are different are less than 10, there's no need to find their LCM, you simply multiply them. Hope you understood the lesson. I'd like you to solve this classwork and leave your answer in the comment section. Simplify 5 over 15 plus 10 over 20. 5 over 15 plus 10 over 20. I'd like to see your answer to this question in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more maths content. See you in the next video. Bye.